Do I need to activate both the tracks? Maybe that's it. I just need to activate different tracks. Do I need to activate? There we go. We figured out how to do it. All right, guys. So for any of you that don't know how Linux works and whatnot, basically what I had to do, which is also weird. This is like a very weird delay. Actually, is it matched up? Is the audio and everything matched up on YouTube end? Let me see this. Very weird delay. Actually, is it matched up? Is the audio and everything matched up on YouTube end? Let me see this. Very weird delay. Actually, is it matched up? Is the audio and everything? I can't tell if it's matched up or not. Let me see this. I can't tell if it's matched up or not. I can't tell if it's matched up or not. I can't tell if it's matched up or not. Yeah, it is delayed. It's like way delayed. I can't tell if it's matched up or not. Yeah, is it? Okay, there we go. We got like a big echo going on because we were just echoing it like crazy. How do we fix this then? Gosh darn this thing. Video format. Do I have to change the video format? Is that how we do it? Start replay buffer. Maybe it's the start replay buffer. I don't know. Maybe it's the replay buffer. Like, it looks like it matches up just fine. Are we good again? Is our audio and everything matched up now? Let me gosh darn, this thing is like so janky. Let me see this. All right, I am talking right now. Gosh darn, this thing is like so janky. Let me see this. All right, I am talking right now. There we go. Okay, audio matches. We're all good. I think we finally fixed Linux to work with live streaming. Gosh, that was a pain. Do not recommend at all. Like, this was just, ooh. Our resolution, it's all messed up and who knows what. It's a lot of weird random crap going on here. Here, I want to change some of these things. Let's up our brightness a teensy bit. Change the contrast. There's not really a saturation. Oof, no, we don't want it saturated. Actually, can I just set this back to 0 or no? Oh, that's okay. Apparently 0 is like, wait, what's the max then? 255. I don't know. Apparently we just gotta have it right in the middle. We get automatic white balance. Yeah, gain. We can make it all fuzzy if we wanted to make it fuzzy at least. I don't know. Power line frequency, white sharpness. It's kind of weird, but hey, I'm just gonna. Oh, whoops. Oh crap! What's? Oh no, that's not it. How do you? I'm trying to crop it, but it's not working because apparently, yeah, apparently it's not liking the crop. Maybe we'll just have to adjust our camera a little bit better. Wait, what is this right here? Oh, it's the edge of this. Okay. Okay, this is a very interesting first try of stuff. I wonder if I need like install Dell. Like, because this is a Dell camera. Let me look at this. Is there resolution? Excellent. Yeah. There, now it's actually changing like the look. Except for I don't think you need to see my other setup over there. I want this one to be the 1080p. Because this will be the scene will be our main scene. Alright, so this is our main scene. Like lower the brightness down or something. It's right now daytime, so it's all weird. Okay, so Welcome to my setup, I guess. Okay, but I go to this setup. I want to have this be cropped. Transform. Frick, how do you crop this stuff? View capture V4L2. I might need to like reduplicate this thing. So this, I need to set it up so it doesn't leave my camera on across displays. I can't remember what that was. What is that that you have to set it to? I can't remember. I think you open it. Frick. I can't remember. Man, this is stuff where I'm trying to figure out how to do, because I'm on Linux right now, so I'm on Cinnamon, whatever you call this. So I gotta figure out how to get this all stuff to work. Okay, so I want to crop this down. What's the shortcuts to crop? Because like this will smoosh me against the edge. We don't want to smush ourselves. Control just does that. Alt does that. Z. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's a flipping. What's a. I don't know. Oh wait. Enable preview. Lock preview. I guess I can show this to you guys so you're not bored just watching me try to figure out how to set up my Linux environment. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this, right? Trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Like I could just straight up change this to a different sizing format, but I don't want to do, I want to just crop it. Zoom? No. Also, I feel like there's a setting, or there should be a setting to make it so when I switch to a different scene, it turns off the camera completely, so it's not just running in the background, because technically cameras can change their different stuff or whatever. And this is not, yeah, it's not altering that scene. Okay. How the flip do we crop? All right. Add, screen preview, window projector, window stuff, lock, set color. What's that color? Oh, that's cool. You can set like down here the different color. That actually might be good for just, yeah, like mic. Actually, that makes me think. Set color, mic could be red. That is not red. What the fuck? That is not red. Whatever. Oh, it's because I was selected on it. Okay, I see. Set color, that to be green, so my display is green. That is that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I never actually noticed that in OBS. Who knows? All right, fade, transition. I want to crop this thing. Blend method scale. Wait, scale filtering disabled. It feels like it's a transform, right? Center to screen, vertical, transform, copy, edit, transformation. No, it just takes us to this screen. That's just not what we want to look at. Oh, wait. Oh. Here we are. Crop left. Haha. We're steadily cropping. We're cropping to one side. Very slow here. Let's just change this like 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay, 400 is on that right side. Let's crop to like, what, 400? You don't need to see the door, do you? Or 350. You see the edge of the door. Why don't we do that? Also, I don't like you seeing like my whole body. I like this pointed up a teensy bit so I can relax in my chair and such without you seeing like my. Do you guys want to see my keyboard? You want to see my keyboard? Look at this cool keyboard right here. Cool keyboard, right? Cool cut setup. I'm not sponsored by them, so I'm not going to show you more or tell you what the brand is. I do like them, but not worth. Okay, top. Okay, let's crop 50. Let's crop 100. 200. I feel like it's making it wider, like a squish. Who knows? Okay, I think maybe that's okay. I don't know. I think at this point it's just I need to rotate it almost like that direction. Let's go with it. All right, cool. For the few people that are concurrently watching for some reason, don't know why you're here. Oh, I know why you're here, because you clicked on my thing thinking that you're gonna learn a little bit about Linux and AI. We'll get there. Don't worry. We'll get there eventually. Edit transformation again. I'm gonna crop the left a little bit more. Oh, that was 5,000. Too much of a crop. Too much crop. Too much crop power. Okay, I think we're gonna call it there, and that's good. I should probably sit to the right of my screen. No, I normally sit to the left. Depends. I'm actually not centered on my screen. I should like center on my screen a little better. Okay, now that you guys are hearing, let's double check my audio again. I'm actually not centered on my screen. I should like center on my screen a little better. Okay, I do not have good audio because I'm on Linux and I'm not using my beautiful, I use voice mod on Windows. So, yeah. We're not working with voice mod. Okay. Today, what are we doing today? Today, we are going to try to set up basically what we were doing last night. Day? What were we doing? What time of the day was I was live streaming yesterday? I don't know. Today, we're going to try to see if we can set up what we did yesterday, but on Linux. Literally, the whole goal was to do the same thing, but on Linux. And the problem with that, I was kind of messing with it at midnight last night, is packaging in Python. Because, yeah, something about Linux pip install does not work the way you think it should. Like, I feel like I should just do pip install and it installs it on my Linux environment. I don't care about virtual environments. I just want to install it on my global environment on Linux, but it doesn't do that. So today's goal is to figure out how to freaking install these. I have 2 libraries I need to install. I know 3 libraries I need to install. I need to install Ollama API. I need to install PDF Plumber, and I need to install, what was the third one? Streamlit. Those are 3 libraries I need to figure out how to install. So with that said, let's, for one, increase the size of my screen so you guys can see things going on a little bit better. For 2, we need to figure out how to freaking install this stuff. So let's pull up this. All right. So this right here. Can I like increase the size of this? Font increase sizing. Anybody know how to? There we go. You guys can see a little better now. Okay, so we are right now in a environment of Linux, I think, right? Is that how this works? No, that's not how it works. Crap. Okay, so we need to do, theoretically, literally all we should have to do is pip install, and then it'd be like Ollama API or API like that. But it gives us this error. Basically, externally managed environment, blah, blah, blah. This environment is externally managed to install Python packages. We need to do apt install python 3 dash blah, 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 blah. If you wish to install a non-Debian package, create a virtual environment using blah, 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 virtual environment path 2. Okay, so this is what I was using yesterday. And I think I put that in our README when I was looking at this yesterday. So I got this README here. Yeah, see, this is what I was doing so far. I was trying to get it to work. It wasn't working though, so we'll have to figure this out. So let's enter the Python environment. I guess it's trying to suggest me to do. So -m v environment, virtual environment, basically. That's what it stands for. My environment. All right, so, oh, wait, source, my environment /bin/activate. I don't know what this does per se. Is it, well, the sourcing some kind of aliases possibly? Oh, okay, so that's basically like putting us into the environment. Actually, let me check. What does that actually do? Why don't we learn this stuff, huh? So bin activate. We're trying to source this. What is this? Basically, it's setting the path of Yeah, it's just saying a bunch of our path stuff. Okay, it's just a bunch of path logic. Okay. I'm a pathological person. Okay, so we have set our path. We're trying to now install stuff. So we create environment. So it says make sure you have Python 3 if you wish to install non-Debian packages application that may be easiest to use pip x install or pip install xyz, where it'll manage the virtual environment for you. Make sure you have pip x installed. I don't know what pip x is, so let me just try this. Pip install Ollama API. What the frick? It worked. Oh, why is it working now? Of all things. So, okay, we are right in the fact that, let me go back to our README. So we just do this. We then just do our normal pip installs then. Wow, why was I having a hard time last night? Pip install Ollama API. So that's literally all you have to do. This is how you set it up for Linux. So with that said, let me ls this. Where am I right now? Port pro or let's cd documents. No, projects. That's where I have my stuff. Projects. CD was this thing. I do have a link. Oh, what's that? Ollama local chatbot wrapper. All right, ls. Okay, so we're here. I was trying to make an install package script. So basically, you guys can just run this, and it will actually just install all the necessary things. With that said, I actually need to install Streamlight. So let me copy and paste this over into our package installer, because I find that this is a lot easier for, at least if people are to reuse things that I use. It makes it so that they can easily just bring it up and everything. So we're going to do Python 3 and run package installer.py. We're gonna have to type in our password. I'm gonna put this off screen. You don't need to know my password. All right, let's see. I think we got an error here. What's our error? So Python 3 installing that, we entered our password and able to locate Python 3 PDF plumber. Module not found PDF plumber. Okay, so it don't like our PDF plumber. Let me double check and make sure we're installing the correct PDF plumber. PDF plumber. It's spelled right. So what's the issue here? Actually, wait, did I control S this earlier? Let me control S that really quick and just double check. Let's run that again. Okay, it's still having problems with PDF plumber, so yeah, it wasn't that. Let me just look during handling of the above expression. Another expression occurred. Command apt. Oh. We're doing this wrong. So we need to do this one. Pip install and then package. This one was not what we're doing. I was trying to program it to do apt install last night. Let's try this. Booyah! It works. It works. I'm a genius. I am genius. Bow down to me. I made it so now we can install all of our needed libraries through a script. That way, if anybody uses this, they can literally just get it to work. Sweet. A little note on the side here. I need to make sure I need to find my passwords to GitHub because I totally don't remember them, what they are and stuff. Give me 1 second, guys. Also, how's everybody's day doing? Anybody here know how to use Linux? Because I'm very amateur when it comes to Linux. I know like basic navigation and whatnot and commands, but like yeah, other than that. Also, I'm trying to find my password manager. Apparently I can't find it. Found it. Seriously? That's my password? Alright, well, okay then. Let me look up my GitHub really quick. I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna try to log in. Apparently that was my password. What was I thinking? Huh? I need to get a pass here. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm trying to log into stuff so I can actually use it and whatnot. Gotta get my GitHub passwords in so I can be able to push this stuff up so you guys can have it if you do want it. Alright. Oh. Okay, so let me do a git status of this thing. Git add main.py and then package installer. Why does this think that there is a Proton VP? What is this? I don't know what this is. I'm gonna delete that. Don't know why that was there. Linux install instructions. I need to configure my stuff. My name is, what is my name? I am Omega Given. I need to configure my stuff really quick here. Alright, I think I pushed it up. Yeah, I think I pushed it up. So now if you guys look at my GitHub page, it should be there. The most recent change, at least. Gosh darn Linux. I freaking hate it. So, I will say, there might be a Linux elitist out there that I'm like, oh my gosh, this stuff is awesome. And it's like, yeah, sure. It's because you learned how to use it, so it doesn't make it awesome right off the bat. Like, there's possibilities and stuff like that, but like, seriously. It looks like it's not picking up my last changes. I'm gonna refresh this really quick. Yeah, my last thing was 12 hours ago. Yeah, we worked on this 12 hours ago, but we need this to be working as of right now. 1 second. Why do we have so many of these open? We don't need all these open. I said close. Git status. And we're gonna push up. Fatal authentication failed. I'm trying to push this up, but it's not working. Username is Omega Given, right? That's my username. It's literally just like, nope, you can't do this. And I'm like, screw you. Why can't I push my crap up? Is it because my email's wrong? Wait a second, I need to figure this out, guys. I can't push up my stuff from on Linux for some reason. Why can't I push my stuff up? Push my stuff up. I need to like figure this stuff out. Ugh, I should be a Git master. I've been doing Git for 6 years. But sometimes even when you have 6 years of experience, Git is just not fun. It's just like, nope, you don't know how to do squat. I'm like, seriously? Just freaking merge my stuff. I don't care if it's a conflict. -F. Force it. What's the config that does change your email? 'Cause I'm wondering if it's not pushing it up because I have the wrong email down. -- email. Global email. I might expose my email. Who knows? I have a few different emails. Doesn't matter though. None of them are my real emails that I need to worry about. Git push. Omega given. Sorry, I'm on the side monitor right now just because I'm doing a lot of, stuff. Fatal. You cannot push to my repository. Please see blah 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 URLs on currently recommended modes of authentication. Support for password authentication was removed in 2021. Okay, that's getting somewhere. How the flip do we authenticate this library then? Do we have to do the classic create a pull request? Maybe we have to create a pull request, guys. I haven't created a pull request in forever, so, or on GitHub specifically at least. Normally I can push up to a different branch. Git branch live stream. Let's just create a live stream branch really quick. Here, you guys get to see this. So we're creating a branch live stream. Here, let me make this a little bigger so you can, it's kind of, yeah, it's meh. All right, so we're on a branch called live stream. Actually, I'm gonna minus this a teensy bit. It's a little hard to see. Okay, all right, so if we do git status, we are on branch. Main git branch will show us all the branches. So git checkout live stream. All right, git push origin live stream. Let's see if it lets us. It wants us to do password, but it's gonna fail no matter what. So crap, what's the commands to be able to what do you call it? Create a pull request. Git how to create pull request from command line. Because I think I have this repository set to be public, so I should be able to create a pull request even if it's not me. Or how do I make authentication? Maybe it's more because we need to do authentication. Let's try this. Git request pull origin main with our current branch, which is actually, wait, do we need to? We need to have the repo, which is this repo. And then I think we have to do our stuff live stream. Okay. Did that work? No match for commit found. I get blah, 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 blah. Are you sure you pushed live stream there? The following changes since commit. Okay. It says it created something, but I don't know if that creating of something was actually the something we need. This live stream has just been compromised or just been overthrown into pull request heaven of some sort. I think what we need to do is we need to just figure out how to get authorization to be able to push this branch apparently. Can we make this branch open source somehow so like anybody can do it? Let me look. I'm going to do this off screen just because I don't know if there's anything privatized here that I need to worry about. Template repository, default branch, main, wikis, issues. I want to allow, okay, when merging your pull requests, you can allow any contribution of merge commits, squashing, or rebasing. At least one option must be enabled if you have linear history. Okay. Always suggest pull request branch. Okay. You can allow settings. So how do I allow the basic user to create pull requests? Contributors? Maybe it's in the contributor section? Public repository. You haven't invited any collaborators. One second. What is I think I'm having an issue here. Yeah, it's this email. What the frick? So it wants me to see a page for current recommendations of how to authenticate. So let's learn together, everybody. How the frick does GitHub do authentication? There's several ways to clone repositories, cloning with blah 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 blah. Cloning with SSH URL. Okay, this is cloning. Took me to the cloning page. I need the authentication page. Or is it like subtext in here? Oh, here we are. All right. When you get clone to private remote repository using Git will ask for your GitHub username and password. When Git prompts you for a password, enter your password access token. This is not the same thing as just a password to the account. Alternatively, you can use credential helper like this. Password authenticates for Git has been removed. And wait, password-based authentication for Git has been removed in favor of more secure blah blah blah. Information so you manage your personal access tokens. Okay, let me put this to the side screen because I don't want to reveal crap. So we need to do Git credential manager. Okay. How the frick do you do Git credential manager stuff? How to use. Why this just works on Windows? Why is it when I switch to Linux, everything just happens to break down horribly? Oh, let's ask AI. I can't seem to put here. You guys want to see what I'm doing? This is the AI I'm asking. Gosh darn it! Why is it so huge? All right, I can't seem to push to my GitHub repo from local. It fails on authentication of username and password as it's outdated. Let's see if this can help me. Come on, AI, give me answers. Fixing authentication issues. Copy the token and use it instead of your password. I think that actually might be it. Wait. Maybe this is right. Here, let me do this. Git remote origin set URL origin as this. The current branch live stream has no upstream. Why is it that it asks for a password and yet it doesn't allow it? Like, it's just gonna fail no matter what. I don't get it. So we need to set up a token. How the frick do you set up tokens? Okay, I should know this stuff. I've worked with tokens at my job. Let's create a token. Deploy key? No. Secrets? I'm trying to figure out how to do a freaking token. Branches, actions, models. I don't. Oh, can somebody help me? Anybody here that's like watching this painful live stream actually can help me or know what I'm supposed to do? I'm trying to find the freaking token area where I can create a token so I can secret scanning. Okay. Normally secrets is where these things are, right? Setups, code scanning, enable. I'm going to turn evil. Evil, I say. I will be evil. I need to figure out why this crap does not work. Deploy keys. Use an SSH key to grant read-only or write to a single repository. They are not protected by a passphrase and could be a security risk if the server is compromised. If you have a complex. All right, let me ask this AI a little bit more questions. Or wait, maybe it. Clear old. If Git is still using outdated credentials, reset them. For Windows. Add your remote. What? I don't know what my token is. Go to GitHub settings, click generate new token. I swear, this thing doesn't work. Oh, never mind, it does. At least this took me to the new token. Alright, generate new token. For general use. Expiration? Never. Fine, we'll set expiration date of 90 days. Why don't we do that? I'll probably hate myself for that later because I'm going to be like, oh crap, how do I remember how to do that? I don't know how to do that. So we're going to figure that out. Expiration date. So here, you guys want to see what I'm looking at? Because I think this is fine for me to show you, right? Oh, crap. It just booted me out of the token creation stuff. All right. This is what I'm looking at right now. I'm trying to create a new token. Define the scope of my token. Full control of private repositories. What do I need to just make pushes? I'm just trying to get full control of projects, read access projects. I want to be able to do pushes. I don't need to do a push to the main. I could do that from the website where I can make a pull request. What I'm trying to do is I need to get a Read and write organization team members, blah, blah, blah. That's a little too much. So I don't need this admin stuff. Of user public keys, don't need that. Repo hook, full control of repository hooks, write repository hooks. I might need that. We're gonna learn a lot about Git. I should probably rename this to be like trying to learn how to do tokens with Git. Literally all of today has been trying to set up, for one, set up my live stream. Two, trying to set up trying to make it so I can push this code up to my repository, because I'm doing it from Linux rather than Windows, and Windows it's all fully authenticated, so it's no issues there. I hate this thing. Okay, can I just control F? Push. Nothing. Wait, code. Wait, does this even work? Yeah, it does work. Okay. All right. So which one's actually right? Right security events, right organization, right right projects, right user keys, right repository hooks, right add and write team discussions. I don't care. Read and write enterprise building that. No, we don't do that. Write org hosted compute stuff. Right user GP keys. Right. What the frick? I just want to flippin' push. Define scopes to access. Yes. Give me this. What's what? Huh? Tell me. I just want to push something or write to my repository. Right here. Okay. Right here. See, that's what I want. Right there. Repo grants access to public and private repositories, including read, write, access to code, commit status. That's what I want. So what is that? That is repo. Come on. All right. Repo. This one. Okay. Full controls to private repositories. Access, commit status. Access to repository invitations. Is that everything though? Wait, let me see. Including read and write access to code. Okay, why don't they say that? Why? This is different kind of right than the other right. This is... Nothing's clear nowadays. I don't need security events. I don't want... Oh, apparently... Oh, okay, so you can do like... You know what? I'll just do everything. Fine, screw it. Alright, I'm going to put this on the side screen so you guys don't see my key once I generate it. Actually, I might switch to this here. You guys get to see me. My lovely face, my lovely setup, whatever it is. Generate token. Make sure to copy the personal token now. You don't want to get... You won't be able to see it again. Okay, I have my token copied on my something. I need to make sure I don't leave it there and actually paste it in front of you guys. You don't need to see my token. Wait, is this like the entire token? I'm trying to figure out how I... Like repo for repository access. Oh, the AI told me which one I was supposed to grant access to. That was stupid of me. Copy the token and use it instead of your passwords. Right. Let me try this again. Okay, I think it worked. Give me 1 second. I need to save this token off somewhere. Somewhere safe. Somewhere safe, not in front of everybody's flipping eyes. Okay. I'm back. I think I pushed it. It looks like it's pushed. Let me look at this finally. Code base. we refresh. It's not there. Oh wait, I know why. Because it's right here. It's this branch. Okay, we'll make a pull request later. You guys can just go off of this branch. That whenever you look at my thing, because it is public, you should be able to see it. Well, that was 40 minutes of crap. Okay, we set up everything though. We set it all up finally. After much ado about crap. Okay, let's run this, shall we? So in order to run, we need to run Python -m Streamlight blah blah blah. Now we don't need it to this right here. I do see you guys there goofing around. No name module Streamlight. Screw you. There is. What? Let's try this again. So annoyed. Maybe I just run this from the command line. Maybe. Here, let me just, or not that command. Python 3 -m Streamlight run main.py. There we go. Wait. There we go. We did it. We have finally set up our AI chatbot. Let me pull it over to the screen so you guys can see. On Linux. Yes, I know my face is in the way. There, my face is in the way anymore. Look over that way. That way. It's weird. I gotta like. Should I flip my thing? I should transform, flip, horizontal. There. That way I can easily just point. It's like, yes, it's right there. I know I'm pointing the correct direction because it's now in tandem with the monitors on my screen. Okay. Let's look at Quinn 3 point whatever. How do I make ramen? Please don't be broken. It works. Oh yeah, boys. We did it. We have an AI chatbot locally running on the Quinn model through Ollama on Linux. Booyah. I am the god of programming. Mwahaha. Those tokens are really slow. Why is our token so slow? That's very, very slow. It was not that slow yesterday. Is it just really bad at generating how to make ramen? Wait, I need like a task. Yeah, where's the system monitor? So this is what our system monitor is looking like right now. It looks like it's going ham on the CPU. How do I tell what the GPU looks like? Linux tell command to see what my processes on GPU is. I wish they would add GPU to this. Does anybody know how to add GPU to like the system monitor? Because I'd love it if I could just add it to it so I can see it. Please, somebody in chat, add it. Oh gosh, my live stream's going crazy right now. Here, let me open up another. Alright, this is what my GPU is supposedly doing right now. I don't hear my GPU mean. I don't think it's even doing squat. How do I see it live? Because this thing is just a snapshot of it. Yeah, watch this command. There we go. So now we're watching our GPU and what our GPU is doing. It's at 37. It's 39%. It's working. It's doing its thing. 43%. It's using some power, not a ton of power. It's using 2 gigs, right? Am I doing that right? 30, yeah, 2 gigs of the 8 gigs that my GPU does have. I will say this is very slow compared to Windows. Windows, it can generate this a lot fast. Oh yeah, that was 6.9 tokens per second. That was awful. Gosh darn awful. Why was it so bad? Well, that's an issue. That is a issue that we must work through. Now our GPU is working at 60-70%. What the flip's going on now? It's not even running any AI stuff. Here, I want to try. This is a little side. We're going to sidetrack here for a second. I'm kind of wondering, can we add this to Linux's system monitor? It is called system monitor, right? Yeah, it's system monitor. Using lightweight system monitor. I want to just... Why doesn't it just allow you... Like, I thought Linux, you're supposed to basically do whatever you want, right? Can somebody correct me on that? Or just tell me? Because if that's the case, then you Linux elitists suck. Because then I can't do exactly what I want. I want this live stream of what's going on with my GPU in my system monitor, just like Windows has it. But look, it gives me my CPU, my memory, and my network. Nothing else. Like, come on. Why can't you show me more, huh? Is there more stuff I can do? Stats, residential. It's not here. There's just nothing. It won't do it. So screw you, elitists. I want to see this. I don't want to have 2 windows up. Gosh, the more I think about like what people like want and what they don't want, the more I'm like, you guys suck. You don't know what you actually want, or you think you're so cool, but you're not. Okay, so basically I can like give me a couple of videos. It's on Ubuntu. Technically, I'm on...
Hello everyone. In this
Oh gosh, that's loud.
tutorial, I will explain how to monitor in real-time GPU usage on Linux Ubuntu machine. Okay.
Oh gosh.
The first step of NVIDIA drive user get
Okay.
one approach.
Worthless.
Use
Complete worthless
watch,
junk.
Then specify.
Worthless junk. That's what that is. Alright, using GNOME System Monitor. GPU stats, but you can add a custom script. Open System Monitor. Oh, maybe we can. Okay, you Linux elitists. No help to you guys. All help from Google. We want to go to resources. Right click, nothing. Move to another workspace. Go to resources, add custom monitor. Preferences. Screw this. I don't think this is, maybe this is not GNOME. That's probably why. Alright, new terminal. Got a new terminal right here. We're gonna go to. Do I not have GNOME? I'm not using GNOME System Monitor, am I? I'm using something else, aren't I? It is GNOME System. Oh my gosh. Linux is not intuitive. What does this mean? It says go to resources. I'm under resources right here, right? Resources. Preferences. Search for open files. Here we are. It's missing a few steps. All right. This is fault of AI. AI sucks. You got to go to preferences, then go to resources, under preferences, and then we're looking for add custom monitor. I don't think there's anything here for that. But no. I can't seem to find the add custom monitor in GNOME. Come on, show me the way, please. Please tell me the way that I must do this, please. You Linux elitists. Where's that one guy from yesterday that was like grilling me on stupid things? Get him here and tell me what to do. If you can't explain it, then negative points for him in heaven, I guess. I don't know. Brownie points for me. All right. Alternative methods to add custom monitor using XRAN. If you're using X11, you can custom resolution. What? GNOME's display configure. I'm using this. How can I add a GPU monitor to it? Come on. I feel like I should be able to do this. Does anyone in Linux ever use a GPU? Yeah, no. Yeah, I feel like you have to, right? Gosh, friggin'. GNOME shell extension system. Okay. Okay. You know what? We'll follow the instructions. Let's follow the instructions, guys. Because, you know, apparently I'm doing it wrong. Apparently you just got to follow instructions. We're going to copy this. We're going to run it in here. Control C. Run it in here. Running it. Unable to locate package. Okay. Wait, it can't locate the package. Wait, what? Why can't locate the package? I want to see it in my system monitor. AI. Oh wait, that's my local AI. I want to use Bing because Bing. I know I have a local AI, but it's sometimes not actually that good at knowing some up-to-date information. I want up-to-date information. Install system. What is this? That's a different kind of system monitor. This is a different system. I'm probably going to be installing something I don't need. What the frick am I doing? Gosh, freaking darn this crap. I don't know what shell version I am. Actually, I can probably tell that. We are... That's our version of Cinnamon. I don't think that's the version of our shell. How do you tell what the shell version is? Also, how do I want to install this, right? Browser extension and native host messaging application. Why does I just want to download this? Why can't I freaking download this crap? Gosh. Okay, we're on Ubuntu. Gosh, this stuff sucks. Alright, we installed it. So what are we supposed to do now, huh? Okay, enable the extension using GNOME extensions. Actually, should we have found it this way? I installed something. I don't even know what I installed. What did I install? I don't know what I installed. What the frick? Oh gosh. What did I just do to my computer? Here, maybe it just installed it on its own. Maybe. Did it add anything by chance? No. No. Preferences. I'm not seeing anything different here. Okay, we installed the SystemWire applet. Enabled extension using known extensions. It's not this, is it? This is something different. I don't really know what that is. How do I enable GNOME extensions? See, we're getting so sidetracked. I had a goal today. My goal was to like work a little bit on our AI thing, but freaking we needed to understand performance in order for our AI thing to work well, and we want to get our performance right. And in order to get our performance right, I want to be able to monitor my GPU, and freaking Linux can't monitor my GPU unless I type in the whatever freaking NVIDIA SMI thing. Oh, it's so annoying. I hate this thing so much. It sucks so bad. I hate this. I'm just going to burn it all down to the ground. I'm just kidding. We're going to, sure, yes, install. I don't even know what I'm installing. I'm installing GNOME Tweaks. Just install GNOME Tweaks. Come on. Just work. Just freaking work. All right. GNOME extensions. Enable. All right. Oh, whoops. Another thing. Why can't I control C, Control V? I have so many questions for all of the freaking elitists. Why can't you just use the same hotkeys as everyone else in the industry? Because even in Linux itself, it's different between different versions of Linux. So, why can't you freaking get your act together and just get things working the right way? Huh? No? Y'all just sissies and don't understand how freaking stuff works? What's the thing I'm trying to enable? It's not this. I literally have like nothing here. I don't. Oh, Gtile. That's something I was actually looking into the other day because I was thinking about maybe using it to do some rearranging because my windows suck at rearranging. Windows window management system. Better than Cinnamon, at least. Linux Cinnamon. Default Linux Cinnamon, at least. And I guess there's probably stuff they can do to change stuff, whatnot. Who knows? Gosh. I'm trying to get this to work. I'm just flabbergasted at the stupidity of some of these things. One. So I installed this clutter something or whatever. Clutter. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Why did I install that? What is this supposed to be? Repository installation, manual installation. Okay. So I installed via this, right? Maybe I need this GNOME shell. I don't know. Additionally, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card you want to monitor, you'll need to install. Okay. For browser installation recommended, you will need the GNOME shell integration. Repository installation, manual install. Deployment. Okay. No. I installed something and yet I don't know how to access it. Theoretically, when I ran this, GNOME System Monitor seems to be what I was installing, right? Theoretically, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I run this. Nothing about this has changed. About System Monitor. Help. I would love some help. I would love to figure out how to configure my graphics card so I can see my graphics card. Can somebody please help me? Come on. Come on, anybody. Divide CPU into CPU count. Nothing here. Nothing here. Okay. Let's see if the AI can help us again. Let's pull up our stuff. Be like, we ran this. We ran this to install stuff, trying to be able to see able to add our GPU monitor to the system on it, but still can't find a way to do it. So this is what we sent in. Come on, AI, give me the solution. GNOME System Monitor doesn't directly track GPU usage, but MSR provides a live. I don't care. I thought Linux is supposed to be able to do anything and everything you ever want to, as long as somebody's developed it. Or I imagine this is something somebody's developed. If not, then what the frick are Linux users doing, huh? What do Linux users do? They just not have graphics cards? Does Linux people not use graphics cards? Because I can guarantee you that's wrong. I've worked in the industry long enough, huh? That like people need graphics cards to do stuff. Oh gosh, I mean, this just makes me have a inherent hatred for Linux elitists. My wife might overhear me and be like, why is he hating on something in there? It's like, yeah, I don't know. All right. Try Astra Monitor, new GNOME tool. The new GNOME extension supports CPU, GPU, RAM, and more. Why not, right? At this point, why not? I want everything in one place. And if the system monitor can't do it, then I gotta download something different, right? Use GNOME extensions. There's an open source GNOME extension called System Monitor Applet that can display GPU load. That's what I was trying to do. Those were the steps I was trying to do. This is in 2017, people were requesting this. This is so stupid. GNOME. So I installed this. I ran that, right? What's GNOME Shell? Do I just not have GNOME Shell? I don't know what GNOME Shell is. Additionally, if you have a NVIDIA graphics card and you need to install SMI for browser. GNOME Shell integration. I think I'm just screwed. This is just something that apparently what does the average Linux user use to monitor their system resources, including their graphics card? Like, what do you guys use? What do you guys use, huh? Tell me, please. I'm trying to figure this out. Most Linux users rely on a mix of GUI tools and command line utilities to monitor. Oh my gosh, mix? I don't want a mix. I want a one in everything location. Graphical tools, Mission Center, a modern system monitor that supports CPU, GPU. Okay, that sounds more like it. A graphical, whatever, UI center. NVTop. Do I have that installed? I might have that already installed. Where's NVTop? I don't have it installed. We're gonna install NVTop. Yeah, look at that. Delicious. I can see my GPU. Only GPU though. Screw this freaking thing. I like this Mission Center thing. What is this Mission Center thing? Flatpak. What is command line tools? I'm on Ubuntu. So you can do, okay. Look at this. Let's try this Mission Center thing out, eh? Hey. Let's do it. Install it and see what it's all about. We need to have some Zen in here. Like, get some, like, nice, who knows, Zen features going on. Also, is my audio, like, do I have settings for my audio to make it sound better? Actually, wait. Give me a second. Voice mod for Linux. I'm wondering if voice mod has a Linux distribution. Voice mod is not available on Linux. Yeah. The voice changer that I bought is not available on Linux. Bummer. Big bummer there, eh, guys? I'm screwing myself over by just using Linux, aren't I? It's not even worth it to use Linux. Okay, guys. Actually, wait, let me maneuver some stuff around. Okay. What was our to-dos for the day? We figured out how to set up our thing on Linux, so that way Linux users can use my little chatbot. That's cool. Awesome. Go check out my repository, probably in the description of my last video I just put up last night. We have noticed that this runs incredibly slow. Incredibly slow. Even though it was running at 50 tokens per second, it's now running at 6 tokens per second, which is horrible. We have OLM 3.1. Let me try this. How to make ramen. What's the tokens per second on this thing? This thing's also really slow. Why is this thing so slow? What the frick? Why is this so slow? Is it because we're live streaming? No, because we were live streaming on Windows yesterday, and while we were live streaming, we were getting 50 tokens per second. Now we're getting like 10 tokens or less per second. Most likely 6. I'll let you guys know once this is done with its response. It'll give me what the tokens per second is. Gosh, I'm so annoyed. This is still installing the whatever thing. Man, this is so long. So many instructions to make boil water. That was 8 tokens per second. That's what that was just now. On an 8 billion parameter model. Why do I have these other ones? Here's a 1.5 million base. How to make ramen. See, that's fast. That's fast. There we go. That's what? 50 tokens per second there? 25? I'm gonna guess 30. 25 or 30. That's what it looks like for that speed. Ooh. Oh, I guess it's just a snapping. Okay. So if I scroll up, it'll stay here, even though it's still generating down below. That's good. I like that feature on my chatbot I built. My localized chatbot. The chatbot. Gosh, how much? You do not need this many instructions to make ramen. Please. Well, okay, technically, I gotta give this a thing. So some of these, actually, no, this one's, I don't know why. This one's like repeating its instructions over and over again. Wait, whoa, what's going on here? Answer. Why is it giving me the instructions over and over again? Please stop. Please stop. That was 28 tokens per second. Wow, I got close. I was saying 25 to 30. 28 tokens per second. Either way, that is very slow for a local AI when yesterday we were getting 50. Makes me a little worried. Is there something with Ollama going on here? It's kind of annoying. I actually can't see my Ollama. Got a bunch of updates to do apparently. Alrighty. ready, guys and gals. I am freezing cold. I have like the AC like hitting you right on my legs, or just not my legs, but my body, and it's just freezing. Let me close my back. Oh, okay. That was cold. Is the slow token issue solved? Masked coder. From yesterday? No. What do you mean by slow token issue? The issues is this bottleneck at our hardware. Not really. I have to go buy a new graphics card to solve that. Okay, here on Linux, it's not solved. I don't know what's going on. Like, I was running a 1.5 billion, and your video is lagging. Yeah, I know. I'm on Linux. Linux is not good for live streaming. So yeah, it's not too good. Actually, wait, let me check. Is there, maybe I'm just, oh, I think I'm doing 30 frames per second streaming. Yeah, that might be why. So yeah, I'm only streaming at 30 frames per second right now. That might be the main reason why it's lagging. Like, or do you mean, is it lagging because, wait, let me double check really quick. Streaming at 30 frames per second right now. That might be. It's not that bad. Why it's lagging. Like, yeah, it's lagging. Like yeah, the frame per second is not that good, but it's doing okay. Yeah, so for some reason, while being on Linux, as you can tell, I'm on Linux here. This is Cinnamon. I like Cinnamon. Ubuntu sucks. The default Ubuntu packaging sucked. I tried installing it and tried to use it for one day, and it's just, everything was breaking everywhere. It was just, nothing worked just out of the box. I want to install something, and it's like, oh, but you can't install that. Why can't I install it? It doesn't exist, and it's like so annoying. Yes, I do dual boot my system. I have 5 drives in my computer, and this is on one of my other drives. So I have 2 different drives for like Windows and Linux. So upon starting up my computer, I can go into Windows or Linux. I just have a default to Windows, and I'll open Linux up like this to just work on. Basically, what I like to do is I like to build a project on Windows, then switch to Linux, try to install my project, to write my install instructions, which I did today. I was kind of just like, this is how you do it for Linux to install the project. Well, yeah, I have a 3070 with I have like 5 terabytes and 64 gigs of RAM and everything. Like, I got a good computer. But yeah, right now I don't know why my tokens are going so slow. So this Quinn this 8 billion model yesterday was running at 50 tokens per second, and now it's only running at 7 tokens per second. I don't know why. Well, I was on Windows. It was running 50 tokens per second on Windows, and now on Linux it's running 8 tokens per second. So we might need to ask it. Actually, let's ask it. I am using Linux to run this model, but for some reason it is running much slower than it was on Windows. Currently it's around 7 tokens per second, and Windows was able to do 50 tokens per second. That's using your other system specs. Your GPU. I have a 3070 NVIDIA GTX 3070 or RTX 3070. I've crypto mined. I've done this back in the day. RTX? Is it RTX? I'm pretty sure it's RTX. I can't remember. It's just a 3070. It's not a TI. It's not a TI. Just a basic 3070 8GB graphics card. All right, let's see what this is telling me to do. Thinking, okay, the user experience is experiencing significant slowdown in running their on Linux compared to Windows, with Linux handling about 7 tokens. Okay, yeah. The hardware and environment differences. Maybe the Linux system has different CPU, GPU. No, it's the same thing. Wait, the user mentioned that they're using Linux, but they didn't specify if they're using a GPU. Okay, good. It should be at 4070. Well, so the story of my computer has been I bought a pre-build with a basic, I think it was like a 8-core CPU or something like that. It's now in my other system. But it was like an 8-core CPU with 3070. It was brand new at the time, back in 2019, 2018 or 20. It was like during it was during the crypto craze. So I bought that system, and I've been upgrading that system ever since. So now at this point, the only thing original to that original system is that 3070 graphics card from 5 years ago, and I think I'm using I'm using one of the same SSDs. I have this Linux is on the original SSD from back then. So that is the main difference. Actually, that could be why it's slow, is because it's running Ollama off of a slower SSD. That could be it. See, this is why you gotta say these things out loud, because you learn a bit. So you could just add another graphics card like a 2070 to upgrade rather than buying a 5070. It saves money if you have another slot. You can't dual boot 2 graphics cards in Windows. It throws a huge like it will break your computer. Like you'll get blue screens of death, and just like things will not work if you have 2 graphics cards, unless those graphics cards are built to be able to dual boot together. Which I think there's only like 2 versions of NVIDIA graphics cards that do that I looked into back in the day. What is the graphics card in my other computer? Let me go look at that really quick. What's the graphics card? It is a 2060. That's my other computer. A 2060 graphics card. Yeah, so that's in my other computer. This is just the cords. Yeah, so there's a 2060 in my other computer. This is a 3070. 3070 is better than 2060 anyway, so yeah. Okay, let me look at this though. So this is a 2 terabyte drive. This is what runs Windows. You can tell because it has Windows right there. I can't see my current drive. This is my current drive. Oh no, that's the Windows drive. Wait. I'm confused. This is a 500 gig. This is a 2 terabyte. I can't remember which drive is which. I might need to go and look in my computer and see which one's which. Okay, let me look at this though. Does this have any? But it could be a slight. Even if I had 2 different SSDs and one's be a little faster than the other, it's not to the proportions that it should be like literally 10 times slower. So it just did this response that I just typed up at 7 tokens per second. That's okay, not 10 times. It's like 8 times slower than what we were doing on Windows. I could see maybe a 10% speed drop, but not at 8 times slower speed drop. That's so much. Like that's 80% speed drop. 80? Is it 80? I don't know. Ensure the Linux system has a compatible GPU and the drivers are correctly installed. Maybe I'm not installing correctly? No, right now I'm installing some updates, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Like if I do system monitor. Actually, do we have the one system monitor installed yet? Because I wanted to get the system monitor that can see both my things side by side. One second. I don't know. I'm trying to like install this other thingamajig so I can be able to see stuff. I don't know. I'll pull this up and everything if we want to like see what the speed is. All right, so let me read through this. CPU GPU compatibility, blah 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 blah. If the model is running on CPU, consider switching to a GPU accelerated environment. I'm trying to use both. Verify that Linux has sufficient RAM. That could be the issue. Software and library versions. Environment optimization. Okay, code and model specific checks. Here, let me type something. How to make ramen. I'm still on my ramen kick. Oh, I see. Look at this right here. It's using CPU, yes. Our memory is not moving at all. So it's not using our onboard memory. And then let me pull up another thing and just do, oh crap, no, I want, and how much are we using of our GPU? It's using 2 gigs of our GPU. I think it's the memory. Yeah. Ollama is not using memory. Or wait. Wait, NVTop. Yeah, it's using 52%, 2.7 gigs of 8 gigs of memory. I think we're limiting ourselves on memory. Let me open up another terminal. Ollama. I need to look at this. I need to look at what's the commands to, or what is command line stuff to what's the command line stuff to allow Ollama to use any resource it wants? Like, I maybe just get it set unlimited resource. I don't know, that's gonna crash my computer in my live stream. It might crash my live stream a little bit. You might see like a lot of jittering and stuff, but hey, it's worth checking it out and seeing what's going on. To allow Ollama to use all your system resources, you can adjust its environment variables and execution settings. If you want Ollama to fully utilize your GPU, export Ollama use GPU equals 1. Oh crap, that's a SSH key, I think. I'm like installing so many things at the same time here. I'm probably gonna ruin myself. Wait, what just happened? Why did my OBS just on my main screen? Everything just like plopped around. I don't know why everything just like decided to just fling around everywhere. Okay, so where did my instruction go? I need where do my windows go? Everything just like flipped everywhere. I don't have any idea. Oh, here's okay, there's my live stream. I don't know why everything just plopped around and who knows. Okay, export Ollama, use GPS for Docker, increases resources. Wait. I'm running Ollama on my Linux, the desktop, not Docker. It's giving me the Docker instructions. I don't want Docker instructions to do this. Sorry, it's off screen right now. I think I just need to do some stuff. I think it's a memory issue. ulimit is not a command. I can't change my ulimit. How do I? Let's do this. Ulimit. Or here. Let me CLS. Clear. Okay. Clear. Okay. Okay. We need ulimit -a. Memory locked open files. So nothing there is stopping Ollama from using more memory. Modify Ollama's configuration. I want to see. I want to see all the models. I want this to apply to all models. That's why I'm like kind of confused. Create new model. Show information for a model. Show or here Ollama list. Ollama show. We like the Quinn. I don't have. Oh, I just realized I don't have DeepSeek installed. Quinn context length blah 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 capabilities. So I don't see anything here that would stop it. Top K, top P. Don't know exactly what that means. Temperature. I don't know what these parameters are meaning. Repeat penalty. Yeah, I don't know what those parameters mean exactly. Then modify Number of GPUs, number of threads. But that's not a thing here. Wait, what? What is it? Here, what's this? And then it says model file. What is this? This is just the instruction file. Or not. Is this more than an instruction file? Yeah, this doesn't mean anything. We gotta figure out how to get this thing to operate faster. It's running too slow. It's too slow for our own good. Okay, Ollama, how to Ollama, how to allow it to use more RAM and VRAM on Linux Cinnamon. I don't know if that's even gonna matter, but hey, it's good to throw into my little chat bot I have going on the side here. To allow it to use more VRAM on Linux Cinnamon, you tweak the settings, environment, blah 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 blah. I don't know what these things do, but we're running them. We're gonna see if it works. Don't know if that mattered. Adjust model layer allocation. Modify context for efficient memory use. Large context sizes that consume more memory. Okay, we did a couple things there. I don't know if those are actually going to take place or it's going to matter. Let's try this again. Program me I don't know, a while loop that checks for if the time is midnight. I don't know, just I'm not that good at coming up with this. Okay, that's 20 tokens per second maybe. Or no, that's 7 tokens per second. What do we do with the drunken sailor? What do we do? Like, look at this. Like, it's using the CPU, clearly. It's using a teensy bit. It's using a little bit more than a quarter of my GPU. It's not using more, though. It's not going ham. I want it to go ham. Our memory has not changed at all. Or is this memory not accurate? Is this like, why is my memory not moving? I'm kind of confused. Why is my memory not moving basically at all? It's just sitting there at 20% usage. No idea. I'm just kind of confused at why this is doing what it's doing. Anybody in chat know anything about this, or are y'all here just watching me just groan and hate how Linux sucks apparently? This is a really good argument for me. It's definitely lagging my system. Just me scrolling is actually kind of not. Well, that's fast. I guess just my browsers are slow. But my browser. That's what makes me wonder. Am I actually using? I don't think this is accurate to memory. Maybe I am using my memory and it's just not showing it accurately. HTOP. HTOP's not a command. Frick. What's the command to watch my? I don't know. Gosh darn this thing. I am not seeing any RAM usage. Why am I not seeing RAM usage? Can anyone explain this to me? Why I don't see any kind of RAM usage being used on my AIs? Clearly there's something wrong with it and that it doesn't want to see any kind of RAM usage. Maybe let me go on the side here. We might want to go and what is it? This is suggesting me for edit a something security file. What security file? Limits.config. We want to undo all limits, guys. We are setting the limits out of here. Maybe I need to tell the AI a little bit more about my system so it knows exactly what it should do or what it should tell me to do. Because it's right now giving me numbers and like I don't know if those numbers are gigs or not. It says 65,000. So if that's like gig or megabytes, aka 65 gigs, I only have 64 gigs of RAM. But it might see that my system thinks I have 67 gigs for some reason. I don't know where the other 2 gigs come from. Motherboard? Is there some kind of RAM built into the motherboard itself that's 2 gigs? I don't know. That's an interesting idea. Like built-in RAM that's like opposing RAM to get the, I don't know, like steps. I don't know. I'm thinking out of miles on my head that whatever. All stuff I'm thinking is probably stupid. I'm looking for soft and proc. Can have 2 values. Resource limits for users logged in via PAM. It does not affect the resource limits of system services. If ulimit fails, I'm like reading this doc right now. This is what I'm looking at for anybody that's wondering what I'm looking at on the side. I'm trying to figure out so ulimit is unlimited. Trying to understand. So we want to run this. I don't know how this works, but we're gonna try it. Size. Is that 8 gigs? Unknown flag. Okay, so that's not it. I want to edit the context. Is there no settings to modify how much resources is there like an Ollama documentation, like command line documentation for like what commands are open to me, or a configuration file or something like that? I need to get this to use more RAM. It sets it to unlimited, but it's running so slow. What to do, guys? What to do? We're going to see if Ollama gets other stuff. Their GitHub and see. I wonder if their Discord has anything. Maybe we can ask this in their Discord, get an expert's opinion, get some experts to actually answer us on what's what. Give me the Discord invite, come on. Let's join this Discord. Yeah, no, maybe so. I really hate human security trackers. I'm not getting anything. Why is it so slow? What's our processes like right now? Nothing's happening. It's being really slow. Everything is so slow. Do I just need to find this thing on Discord itself? Oh, it's installing Discord right now. Let's just see if the Discord community can help us, eh? Sometimes Discord communities are big helps when you need to troubleshoot stuff and figure out what stuff's what. Oh, this totally did not. Wait. Why does Discord need to know my birthday? Oh, it's just a sign up thing. I don't need that. Here, let's see if we can open up our Discord and get logged into like the Ollama server. I think it's something wrong with Ollama. Or it's never gonna show me the Ollama server. What is the OVO? I want the Ollama Discord. Gosh darn it. What's the invite link? Add a server. Already have a server. Join a server. There we go. We got it. Everyone, we got him. We're on Ollama. Okay, let's figure this out. Welcome. Be nice and feel free to ping any maintainer for help. blah blah blah, API, announcements, help. Well, I'm not using GPU. Hey, look, a lot of people are. Any suggestions for 100 is unreachable. Okay, so these people are talking about that stuff. So this might be helpful either way. What do we got going on here? I have it set up with two 3090s and trying to optimize using Quinn blah blah blah. Best I am able to reach 60%. Any suggestion why 100% is unreachable? There are other tasks on the server that do not use GPU, but CPU can be used intensively. Might it be an issue? He threw up his SMI. I am new to using Olama, so I may be incorrect, but what I have seen from running models locally is Google search. Only 32 gigs of VRAM is needed for Olama 32. Blah blah blah. Models. When you are running the 4-bit quantized model, you would not be able to run the full quantized model solely on VRAM, as this requires 65 gigabytes of VRAM. Maybe this helps, or I'm incorrect, someone else can blah blah blah. Even the size context. The problem is that it does not utilize all the GPU cores. Okay, I assume it had something to do with this. Okay, let's look at RAM. Not using RAM? That much RAM? Something about RAM. RAM. Only run RAM of VRAM and it is the blah blah blah. What is the best reasoning for 12 GB RAM? CPU and actual RAM instead of GPU. Wait. What model can I install on the server, bro? Gemma use blah 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 increases RAM allocation. Aha, hello. I'm currently Olama on a PC with 24 gigs of RAM and NVIDIA 2070 Super with 8 gigs of VRAM. I observed that the application utilizes only about 12 gigs of RAM, leaving a significant portion of my available memory unused. I would like to take full advantage of my system resources. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm looking out for. What are you hoping to achieve? I won't use as much RAM as it needs. If you want more performance, get a GPU with more VRAM. Why is it that... Okay, how about I do Windows versus Linux? Linux? I'm wondering if... How to kill Olama process in the background Linux. VM. How to build Linux, Olama on Linux. What is this? Here's my laziness. Sorry, it's my laziness. Okay. Linux. I'm kind of lost here. I think we have an issue of just like trying to figure out how to get this to actually get here. Let's post bro. Let's post this. So I've been experimenting with Olama and for Olama RAN models. I've noticed on Windows, I can run 8 billion. Wait, what the? Oh, that was the title. Here, actually, big butt here. Big butt. Okay, wait, Ollama. I don't have the same Ollama stuff I was using yesterday. Let me actually get that. DeepSeek R1. We want to install this one right here. I think I installed the wrong Ollama instance yesterday. And we want to, because we had a solid comparison. I even put a video up this last night of, like, if you go to YouTube, what was my Ollama instance at? Come on. Oh wait, that's my live stream right now. Here we are. So what AI? Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back. It's okay. So I show my system. We're running DeepSeek. We get that iterates through a list. Over here, the measurement of our stuff, so we can see that. Yeah, that was getting 100 tokens per second on Ollama 3.2 latest. When we run 3.2. Oh, that's Ollama 3.1. Maybe I've been gaslighting myself this whole time. I think we've just been running the wrong Ollama models. I was using Ollama 3.2, this one. 3.2 latest. I think it's this one specifically. According to that video, at least, that's what I was running. Did I just? Yeah. You can see I ran. This is like a teensy. Yeah, I was using DeepSeek R1 8 billion, which I'm now installing. DeepSeek R1 8 billion. Looks like we installed it. It's now just kind of building it up. Okay. Control D to get out. We're gonna install this one as well. We have enough memory on our hard drive or our solid state drive, so we should be fine to install all these. It's like 2 gigs. The other one was, I think, 10 gigs or something like that. But we'll see. I'm gonna have to restart my Streamlight in a second here, just so it can refresh and get everything. We're just waiting for this thing to install. How's everyone's days doing? Everyone doing good? We're getting a lot of views on these live streams. I'm actually very, very kind of, I don't know. I was like people popping in and out all over the place. I don't know why. Maybe is it YouTube Shorts? Is YouTube Shorts directing people to this live stream? Because I do know that sometimes YouTube Shorts does do that, where people just like when you're like scrolling through your shorts, you kind of like see a live stream pop up, and you might be like, oh, and you start watching it for like a minute, and then you stop after that minute or whatever. Okay, we're gonna restart our Streamlight. So now we have a few different things to check. Let's try this one first. How to make ramen. No, it's still slow. Slow beyond belief. That's dirt. That's crap. Why does it have to be so slow? Oh, I guess we could. All right, let's make this Discord post because we have proofs that it is with making a wrapper for Ollama ran models. I noticed in Windows I can get much more tokens per second versus Linux. Can anyone help me understand how to get my Linux to be more performance? Windows on DeepSeek, or so on DeepSeek, what were we getting? It's going through a little loop. It's a little bit more down. So DeepSeek R1 8 point whatever billion. That's pretty good. Oh, it gives me a lot more example and everything. 50 tokens per second. All right, so actually wait, let me pull that back up. Oops. Seriously? So Windows 1 about 50 tokens. Linux, DeepSeek, around, what's the tokens per second? Are we about, is this almost done? System specs. I have noticed that less RAM is used on Linux, but RAM/VRAM is used on Linux, but I have set it to unlimited and still nothing changed. Okay, so system specs, how do we get what our system is? System info. Cinnamon. What the frick? Why is it attaching things? We got 64 gigabytes. We got AMD processor. What's the other things that they need to know? That they just need to know that processor or whatever. So I'm experimenting with making a wrapper on Ollama. Wrapper for Ollama RAN models. I've noticed on Windows I can get more tokens per second than Linux. Can anyone help me understand how to get my Linux to have more performance? I have noticed that less RAM VRAM is used on Linux, but I have set it to unlimited and still nothing changed for tokens per second. So we have our system specs, because people need to know that. On Windows, we're doing 50 tokens per second. Linux, we're running about something. Let me also put my repository so that people can tell. GitHub, so people can tell how we're doing this stuff via whatever it is. So it's about 7 tokens per second. 7 tokens per second. This is the wrapper I'm using to check tokens per second. Build check tokens per second / have chatbot. Okay, so we have that. Let's do another model really quick. Let's set it to the 3.2 latest. How to make ramen. That one should be really fast. No, that one's also slow. That's like 20 tokens per second, or maybe 25. Why is that so slow? That's very annoying. That was 16 tokens per second. This was supposed to be 100 tokens per second on the other one, I'm pretty sure. Right? Wait, let me look. Give me 1 second.
Uber fast with my 37.
Yeah, 110 tokens per second. 110 tokens per second. Okay, let's post this. Windows, Linux, Python, I don't know. Windows. If I can spell. Do I care about actually changing all these little spelling things? No, I don't care. We're going to post that. We'll see if we get a response on the Discord. Else, I don't know. We'll see. That's kind of annoying how we are getting really crap results on Linux. Because 50 tokens per second is good speed. I like it. You can actually get an answer within a decent amount of time. But once you get down to less than 10, it's not viable. You might as well just use like online stuff. And like we've already proven, like that was, how many tokens per second was that? That was 16. So even the small 2 gig models are not using any, it's all crap. It's just crap. Oh gosh. All right, well, I think I'm gonna end the stream there. We've been streaming for 2 hours now. We accomplished one goal. We figured out how to work and build it up on Linux. We still need to add some different types of parsing. Basically, I want to be able to give it a directory on your local system. It be able to traverse to that directory and upload any supported files
into the context of the AI so that it can be able to scan it and give you information about it or questions about that information. So that way you can be able to have like a whole repository there and stuff like that. Because if I can build that, that's so viable right now. Like that's something that like every company wants. Actually, my current job wants that, but are they gonna get it without paying? Like I don't know. We'll see. Because of course, they all want to do it the other way, or they would like to have they want to use the APIs of like say Open API or Open AI or something like that, and it's like there's a lot of security things there. But with that, I think I'm gonna end the live stream. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, do all that stuff. I know this stream was a little bit laggy, a little bit whatever. It seems live streaming on Linux is not viable. Definitely not gonna be gaming on Linux. With live streams at least and stuff like that. Oh, maybe here. Let me one last thing here. One last checker. Wait, where the flip are we? I'll upload my stuff here if I haven't changed anything, so never mind. It's good. It's good. We've been mainly just doing a lot of Linux system stuff, not whatever it is. So yeah, we should be good. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Maybe.